Hi everyone, welcome back to the tiny tropical garden. Everything has grown really well over the past few weeks, so it's time for me to do some trimming and get some of the plants back in order. This Huchera japonica has sort of outgrown its space and I'm trying to grow it as a sub-shrub underneath this roost tree, or what will eventually be a tree. This is a year 2 cutting. A quick prune will help keep this Huchera japonica in order and keep it growing as a sub-shrub, which is what we wanted. It's just cutting it down to the next set of leaves. And the cuttings are actually good propagation material, but I don't need any more of this shrub, so I'm not going to worry. I'll just recycle these. Now you can see the results. By lowering the top of this shrub, the palm tree behind is more visible, and the tree cuttings will have more space to grow as they come into leaf later in the year. Now this cypress is an aquatic plant that's actually outgrown its pot, and I don't need a clump this big in my tiny tropical garden, so I'm going to have a go at cutting it out of the pot and dividing it to see if I can get 2 smaller plants that I can put in the top of the stream and one further down in the stream. Now there's no delicate high-tech procedure, just a saw cutting through the pot, and then I'm going to cut into the root ball and see if I can get smaller pieces out. And here's one of them, and I actually managed to get 2 pieces with good growth points. And I'm going to put them in 9cm pots like this one. Whenever you're planting aquatic plants, make sure you use aquatic compost, or at least a low nutrient compost, because it will help prevent algal blooms in your pond. I'm going to put this here, and I expect these more mature leaves will die, but new shoots are coming on. And I've put one further down at the bottom of the stream too. The bees are busy doing their thing and pollinating this geranium. This plant really is the star of the show at the moment. Now pollinators aren't the only things we want in our garden. We're also trying to attract more birds to help promote more of a natural balance and a natural order of things in the garden. So we're going to put out a coconut feeder. I'm going to show you how I made mine. I started by piercing the weakest hole in the coconut. One of the 3 is really easy to do, so you've just got to be patient and find which one it is. Now with this first stage done, I started draining the coconut water. If I wasn't just about to use a saw, I would have made myself a pina colada. I just used a simple miter saw to make the 2 cuts into the coconut, and when each cut met, I could pull out the section that I didn't want. Just wait for the satisfying sound. There it was. Job done. I've made my coconut feeder, and there's no reason for me to scrape out the coconut flesh because the birds will actually eat that and do it for me. As soon as they've finished off all the coconut flesh, I'm going to use this to hold sunflower seeds. Can you think of a better way to feed the birds in a tiny tropical garden? I've even taken the controversial step of mixing some native plants in with my tropical garden, just because this will help attract so many species that will be beneficial to the health of my garden. I have rowan, hazel, guelder rose, just as much as possible to get insects and birds and mammals that will all help with the health and pest control in my garden. And it already appears to be working. We have so many fewer aphids than we did this time last year, and a lot more birds are visiting the garden. Which is great, because when expensive plants like this Schefflera taiwanniana put out new leaves, I don't want them to be covered in aphids. And it's high time this variegated Donax has put up new growth. This should fly now. And the Paulownia tree that I pollarded has put out so many side shoots and stems, and it's covered in leaves. And this is another quick grower. I think one of the fastest growing trees in the world. And the roost tree is putting out more and more leaves, and this is going to add a real tropical canopy to the tiny tropical garden. And as the year rolls by, we're just getting more and more colours coming in to join the party. This Ericium has put out its flowers, and these are cuttings that I took from a plant that I had last year, and I love it, and I'm going to do it again next year. But just by glancing over the garden, you can see how the warmer weather, the longer days, and the rainy showers we've been having have really helped the plants to grow quickly and are helping their beds to fill out. And don't think I've forgotten. This week I'm going to pick the 3 winners for last week's competition to win those ricinus seeds. And man, some of the comments you guys put made me feel pretty emotional. It makes me really happy to know I'm helping you in so many ways. And the first winner, Meloric, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Give me an email at tinytropicalgarden@gmail.com telling me where you want me to post the seeds. Well done. And the second winner is Adam Payne. Well done. Again, send me an email and tell me where you want to post the seeds. And the last winner is Chris Henton. Well done to all of you, and if you all send me an email and tell me which address you'd like me to post the seeds to, congratulations. And you know what, seeing as it's a 3-day weekend, I will double the number of seeds that I'm going to send to all 3 of you. And I've also just reached 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome, so it's a bit of a celebration. But honestly, thank you to everybody for your comments. It's really spurred me on, and I'm so proud to be helping so many people. Now don't forget to hit that subscribe button and comment below if you've got any tips or questions. Thanks for watching. Ciao.